Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Navy Midshipmen offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Navy quick to the line. Now on the option. Fights off a defender. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. On the option. They'd get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give them a bone, reward them. Now they'll block harder and they'll block longer in the future.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
This defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Discards a man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the option. Running with power. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. On the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. On the return, it's Brown. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gore.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game, Aaron.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On fourth down, going to the air. He'll take another shot here. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. And here comes the Navy offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Navy will have to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. The give is to Williams. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80.
Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
17, Navy, 0.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down in the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something back.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Pumps it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. Off he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
17, Navy, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Larson. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it in down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another
fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. And here comes the Navy offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking for a man on second down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. The snap sets up to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away.
Number 18 on to punt it away.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Shabera. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
And I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on this very first drive. We're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The option look. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And the defense did a great job taking the first option away and bringing the quarterback down behind the line.
Look, they haven't been able to get much going, but do you think he could have pitched it late there?
I think you tried, but once you get in that area of gray where you don't know whether you want to pitch it and you're going to get tackled, you don't want to fumble the football, and you gotta eat it.
Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Navy will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be knocked down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around it.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Shabera. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the fullback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fullback's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give is to Williams. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Getting some heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Goes to the option. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Montgomery. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Runs through a tackle. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And Navy will go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Offense getting set for 1st down. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Touch pass on the run. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Notre Dame 20, Navy 7.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Nix. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Navy quick to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle every...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick handoff. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
Notre Dame 23, Navy 7.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Third down coming up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. On first down, here comes this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.